Okay, so my name is William. Okay. Okay, today's video is called. It's called Beyond Neptune that supports creation. Now, what I mean by that? Well, I want to open this to a new window. Thank you. And now, well, I think I'll find a picture I wanted later, but I was just looking for. Hmm. Now, what I'm looking for is this thing. Voyager 2. I think it's called Voyager 2, and I don't think I have it in here. Maybe I have it in the Install Me folder and not in the Planets folder. Yeah. Apparently I don't have it here either. I don't. I'll look for it. Before I read that, anyway. It says, no, all I want to do is let's go same image again. I want to see the image twice. And I'm going to rename this one as and I did not want to put it in the folder called languages. I want to put it in the folder called planets. All right. Come on, why didn't I? Come on, why it won't paste? Well, is it pasted? Okay, there it is, right there. Okay, and I want to name. Okay. And we're naming this one as Beyond Neptune. That supports creation, and then click save. So there's two names for our picture, the same picture anyway. And then and I have to go ahead and find it now. Here's another picture. So there's I guess that's the front of Voyager 2. And I guess that's the back of it. Anyway. So here it is. So beyond Neptune, Voyager 2 supports creation. Okay. So here it is. Predictions will have value for space scientists about planetary theories. That's because the test is a test of theory. He says his ability to predict. The successful predictions is so rare as regarded to a computer science underlying methodology. If so, then Voyager 2 space probe will have evidence that creation's theory of our planetary fields by Copernicus traditions. The fields much longer. That's fields are much younger, billions of years required by evolutionary theory. And before I go any more over it, I don't know, but I think Voyager 2, these ones, well, so we're talking about something that, so we're talking about planets that are well, there's some dwarf planets that are beyond Neptune, like Pluto, right? And Haumea, Micah, and Earth. I think Mega and Uranus, but I think we're talking about Pluto and Uranus. And then some people believe there's a planet 9, and there's some other. Sorry, there's another dwarf planet beyond the far away of our solar system, which is Sedna. And I'll get to that in a different video. And some people believe there's 2 more planets way far in our solar system. I think Planet 9 and Planet 10. I think they're calling Planet 9 Hecate, and then Planet 10 Nibiru. Because, well, they were trying to call it Planet X. Well, no, that's not good. No, that's not good. Well, that's not true because Planet 9 would be Planet IX. Planet 10 is really Planet 10 would be is what we is Planet 10 would be Planet X. Why? Because I know that in Roman numerals, 9 is IX and 10 is X. So that's how I know. I know what Roman numerals are, so I study them. That's why. So it's right here. So it's right here. Predictions have value. So I'll rewrite that part. So let's go to so let's read the part about the creation of planetary magnetic fields. Does Planet 9 and Planet 10 exist? And does Sedna exist? I don't know to be true. But I'll get to that in a different video. Let's read more about this thing now. So the creation of planetary magnetic fields. In 1984, when no spacecraft had reached Uranus and Neptune, I published a theory predicting about the strength of the magnetic fields of these two planets' creation research, quarterly peer review creationist scientific journal. I made predictions are based by hypothesis that that raw material creation was water, based on 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 5, that the earth was formed out of the water and by water. Well, yeah, it's in the water, really. And it said that God and the water molecules and spins hydrogen nuclei were all pointing in the particular direction. But that the tiny magnetic fields are so many nuclei, and they all end up in a large magnetic field by the ordinary laws of physics. That spin in a nuclei would lose alignment within seconds, but the large magnetic field preserves itself by causing the electric current to circulate in the interior of each planet by the same laws and currents and fields, preserve itself in minor losses. As God rapidly transforms the water into other materials, after that the currents and fields would decay due to the electrical resistance over thousands of years. Not all creationists agree with my hypothesis, and that the original material was water, but all agree that the magnetic field existed and it would decay over time. So figure 1, the magnetic fields in the solar system. The straight line of figure 1 shows the magnetic dipole moment. Measure the strength of the field's source and these planets of creation according to my theory. This planet's magnetic field dropped on its size of the electrical conductivity of planet's core and the age for a solar system. Using accepted models, which only guesses of the core cores at an age of 6,000 years, I estimated that the planet's magnetic moments for the sun, moon, and all the planets read magnetic data in 1984. The values, I agree well that the measured values, the solid dots in figure 1. In 1984, we had no magnetic data for Uranus and Neptune. I estimated magnetic moments were roughly 2 to 6 and then 24 meters for both planets because uncertainty in the interiors of these planets. I winded up my prediction on an order of the 10 to 24th power. I mean the magnetic moments would be between 10 to 25th power and 10 to 25th power. Okay, so 1 times 10 to 23rd power and 1 times 10 to 25th power AM. And regardless of assumptions about the planetary interiors, at the present of any planet extended by the minimum line of figure 1, my theory would have been falsified. There's no definite minimum. All but values of error orders of magnitude lower prediction will cast serious doubt of my theory. I propose that the Voyager 2 measurements will be my test of my hypothesis. Voyager test the theory. 2 years later, on January 20th, 1986, Voyager 2 passed Uranus. The natural Uranus has a magnetic field 8.0 to 10 to 24th power, well balanced my prediction. In contrast, many evolutionists have predicted that Uranus will have a smaller magnetic field, but not at all. This prediction will go directly out of their dynamo theories, which assumes that the interior of the planet like have an electrogenerated dynamo, but maintaining that magnetic field forever. The generator is driven by the interior, which of minutes of itself he overflowed the planet's surface. However, astronomical measurements has shown that Uranus has a low heat overflow, hence by the theories. Uranus should not have a strong magnetic field, but it does. Yeah. On August 25th, 1989, Voyager 2 passed by Neptune and found a magnetic field of 1.5 times 10 to the 24th power. And again, of the middle of prediction, Neptune, significant heat overflow, dynamo theories, supposed to have a field as strong as I predicted. Thus, for Neptune, the creationists and evolutionists theories equality will. As for predicting strength of the field of concern, however, in other aspects of the magnetic field, Neptune gave the dynamo theorists a rude surprise. Surprise tilde and offsets. Rotation axis of Uranus lies at the plane and over around the Sun. Uranus is thus a planet tipped on its side. On the other hand, Neptune's rotation axis means a particular plane of its orbit. In the case of the rest of the planets, but Voyager discovered both Uranus and Neptune have two magnetic fields in common. First, magnetic axis of each planet tilted by 60 degrees, with the planet rotation axis. The magnetic poles near the equator, Voyager 2, the source of each planet's magnetic field, but 1/3 of the planetary radius from the center. Okay, the dynamic fields of Uranus and Neptune. Neither that the creation dynamo theory predicts of futures. However, it's much more difficult to explain in terms of offsets dynamo theory of the creation theory. According to the dynamo theory, the magnetic field rotation axis nearly will closely aligned, except for a small fraction of the time the direction of the reversing. That's what Voyager past Uranus explained that the planet in the rare effect its magnetic field. However, the prediction of an highly unlikely Neptune's magnetic tilt was discovered. The comment was, "It's too old, the fields are too many." Creation's explanation of the field says of the source of in the planet's solid core, which could be place of the of sinking a vast outer planetary ocean of the field, such as displacement of could influence both the magnetic field, most magnetic rotation tilt of the planet. Dynamo theories could not consider this possibility because of their postulated field-generating mechanism could not work in the solid. Same instead of the predictions. Okay, the key predictions of the theory directly from the Bible. I mentioned this a bit above. The solar system were much older than the biblical age. The predictions would not fit the observations. The predictions do fit the observations of supporting the Bible and straightforward creationists. Understand that the contrast dynamo theories have fully in the solar system, not only Uranus and Neptune, but elsewhere, particularly of Mercury, the Moon, and Mars. Here says you would thought you would give enough guessing about the magnetic fields after being wrong at nearly every planet in the solar system. Okay. Okay, so You got this, and you got this, right? That's magnetic axis. So this was talk about the magnetic fields and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, about Uranus and Neptune. But also the planets are beyond Neptune. Do they also support creation? Well, my answer, and also the dwarf planets. Do the things beyond Neptune support creation? Yeah, my answer is yes. And I'll show you how to make it safe according to the Bible. The point of evolution is to damn souls to hell. And also the point of the flat earth theory is to damn souls to hell as well. And when you go to heaven is to believe on Lord Jesus Christ. Salvation is by faith on the grace of Jesus Christ alone. And once you're saved by easy is the truth, meaning you can't lose your salvation. When you say server, but you use it as salvation is either is believe in Jesus Christ for salvation. And now so our next video is what just want to say about the dwarf planets. Well, I'll talk about that next video. Because go right now. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.